Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 4 of the Skill and Career Mode. And this episode will start off with us sort of trying to do some business on the transfer market, and then we'll be playing our very first game of the Premier League. So we're looking at Giuliano, who we've been looking at before as well, and we only got 7 to 8 million pounds left, so it's limited how much we can offer for a player like that. And I also looked at Maximilian Meyer as well as a potential player to get into my lineup. He's young, he got 4-star skills. But then again, I did not have too much money, and both of those offers will in the end not really come to anything. But yeah, we train Embolo here, and we'll probably just simulate his training going forward. And I'm not too sure if I'll show all of those. I think I might just skip them and then show sort of his progress in the squad report maybe once every month or something. But as you can see here, Gremero, they did not accept my offer for Giuliano, and the same thing happened for Schalke and my offer for Maximilian Meyer. I would not really get any of them. And then we got Speroni saying he probably got his last season in him. He's 36 years old. It makes sense that he might retire. But I was thinking if we can sell him, it would be nice. But if we have not to sell him, it's fine. He will play out his contract and that'll be it. He will end his career at Crystal Palace. And then we continued some of the business on the transfer market now that Giuliano and Meyer was out of the picture. I looked at Calhanoglu. I was thinking I'm probably not going to get him. Chifty was not available. Pereira way too expensive. And then we got Arroyo. He's somewhat old, but he could still be a good sort of fitness player we can use in the cups and stuff like that. So I decided to look at him as well for potential cheap 5-star skiller, which last year was a very good player on the game, and I was thinking he could maybe be a good player for us as well. Yeah, we also look at Elyounoussi, bit of a youngster 5-star skiller, 20 years of age, and we offer Molde 1.8 million. And as you can see here, America came back and said, yeah, 2 million is fine for Arroyo, and it was time to sort of make a deal with him, try to see if we can get him a contract at Crystal Palace, and he was going to be a squad rotation player. And then I see Bayer Leverkusen not accepting my offer for Calhanoglu, which I kind of expected. And Molde, they wanted more money for Elyounoussi, so I bumped it up by 200,000 and sent it up to 2 million, and we just continued sort of this sort of negotiation back and forth between Molde and America to try and get Elyounoussi and Arroyo, and I tried to sort of undercut the price because I had sort of a limited budget to work with, and if I could get them cheaper than what they asked for, I would be happy about that. If I could save like 5,000 or 10,000 on my weights budget, I'd be happy about that, and save a bit of money on the transfers as well. I'd be happy about that. So as you can see, Molde accepted as well. We got him 800,000 under what they sort of wanted him for, and we decided to throw in an offer here for Elyounoussi. Give him his salary he asked for, because, well, it's not too much. It's only 15,000, and then we advance forward and we get a counter offer for Elyounoussi because he wants a bigger role, and all of a sudden he wants 25,000. I decided to offer him 15 though, because that was what he wanted before. So a little bit weird, he all of a sudden wanted way more money. Still undercutting a little bit on Arroyo here on 27,000, and then we get a message that Kabay is back from injury, he's ready to play, and then we do have our first BPL match, and we'll get back to those transfers at the end of the game we're going to play now. But first, we do have that BPL game, and I decided to swap up my lineup a little bit for that match, just because I want to have Kabay available to play. I didn't want to play him because he still had that little sort of injury mark. He can still play, but I think it's like you have a chance of like making the injury worse if you're unlucky and you play him too much. So I decided to put him on the bench, just a possibility to bring on, because he's definitely going to be a player in my starting lineup once he's fully fit. But for now, you start out on the bench, and here you see the debuts. Mulumbo went to Norwich, and then we got McGeady making his debut for Crystal Palace, and we got a really good start to this game. It's Embolo on the ball, cheeky pass out to Schraue, a little ball will pass the defender, he tries to send it into the box, and it actually falls down to him again. He tries the shot, but what reflexes for the Norwich goalkeeper there. And we continue on, Bolassi on the ball, and he would show to have a pretty good game from the beginning of the season. Pre-season didn't really show too much, but for the start of the Premier League, he really started to show his level of play. So he got one chance there, and we get the ball again here in the 20th minute out on the edge of the box. He goes to the goal line, he cuts inside, he takes the shot eventually, and it falls to Wilfried Zaha, who just seems to be a bit of a goal machine for us. Scores yet again for us after some really nice work from Bolasie. Zaha gets the goal and he makes it 1-0. Good stuff here from Bolasie out on the wing, and yeah, a little bit lucky on the rebound, but we'll take the goal. We go up 1-0, we get our first goal in the Premier League, and this was the best chance from Norwich in the first half, and yeah, that expression shows it all. That was pretty terrible, that shot, and we kept on pushing on. Here we're on the ball. MacArthur plays it on through to Bolasie, and you'll be sad to not have scored on that one, because that should definitely have been a goal. It should have been shot on the right foot, was shot on the left foot. But Bolasie continued on here, using his strength, able to hang on to the ball, play it out wide to Mbolo. He goes past the defender there with a long touch, a ball roll in behind the next one, breaks on through into the box, and eventually he'll take a shot, but saved by the keeper yet again. 67th minute, 10 minutes later, we're on the ball yet again. MacArthur to Mbolo, he hangs on to the ball, he'll play it to Bolasie, he'll play it on through to MacArthur, first time volley, we get a goal with MacArthur, and yet again is sort of Bolasie the last man on the ball before we get the goal. This time around it was more of a proper assist compared to before was the rebound, but we do get an assist there with Bolasie, a goal for MacArthur, and we are up 2-0. And then we got a substitute, Sacco, onto the pitch. He jumps over the slide tackle, goes into the box, but the chip is not a FIFA 15 chip. Let's put it like that. And in the end, we win the first game of the season 2-0. Pretty solid victory there, and as you can see, other results, Chelsea got a draw actually, Everton won, and yeah, then a couple more draws in the league. And the final thing we're going to do in this episode is actually to finalize a couple of deals we were working with in the beginning of this episode. So we do get a message there from Arroyo. He declined my offer, and in the end I said, okay, I'll offer you 30,000. I'll offer you 30,000, and let's just accept it. And then I did the same thing for Elyounoussi. We do have the money for it, but I just want to see if I can get them for less. In the end of the day, they wanted the exact amount they were asking for. Or I guess Elyounoussi did come back to us and say he wanted 25 instead of 15 because we didn't give him big enough squad role. But anyways, we do get both players into our club, and actually this is a new thing. I didn't have enough money on my wage budget, but the game basically automatically sort of allocated my transfer budget such that it would work. But we got 40,000 back. If we put everything into wages, we might be able to loan a player, but we might also save it for some pre-contracts in January. We'll see. But for now, we got Arroyo and we got Elyounoussi in as sort of backup players for our lineup. Both 5-star skillers that can create some stuff in games. And that would pretty much be the end of the episode for now, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. And that is pretty much all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.